Welcome back to another Seattle Seahawks franchise. Today we are going up against the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers will come into this game at a 1-3 record. Definitely shocking if you ask me. The Seahawks will come into this one 5-0. We look at the two tight ends today. Jimmy Graham having a huge season. He is on pace to have even a better season than he did last year with the Saints. And Greg Olsen is the tight end he will be opposed to. We come into CenturyLink Field winning 5 straight. We would love to pick up another victory here today against the Carolina Panthers. Like I said, they have been struggling, so we should have a easier time beating this team. But they are still going to be really tough, that's for sure. Cam Newton coming onto the field today, you can't really blame him too much for that record. But then again, they haven't done much on offense when you look at those stats. The first play from line of scrimmage, a 1st and 10 on their own 30. Cam Newton is going to hand it off. Oh, he tricked me, and he definitely tricked our defense too. Instead, it's a read option, and Cam takes it himself. A 2nd and 3 on their own 37, handing off to Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Stewart will take it to the right side, but be tackled by Bobby Wagner. I played as the linebacker most of this game, at least almost 90% of it. So you will be seeing something different. I usually play as a defensive lineman, and I decided to play as a linebacker today, mainly Bobby Wagner. 2nd and 13 on their own 49. Benjamin, the man in motion. 2nd and 13. Dropping back to passes to Cam Newton. Cam Newton is going to find Greg Olsen over to the right side, middle of the field, for a first down. They move to our 30. 1st and 10. Play action. Newton dropping back to pass. He has plenty of time. Throwing it deep to the left side of the field. Can Williams intercept this? What are you doing? Man, that was absolutely terrible defense by my team. As we will look at this replay, I don't know what I am doing here. I got really mad at this. I was like, what is going on here? I was trying to click the Y button. Kerry Williams doesn't even jump. I don't even know what to say there. But regardless, they do score the first touchdown of the game, and the Panthers will take an early lead. But then again, here comes the Seattle Seahawks offense, their first drive of the day, hoping it will be a good one, as Wilson is having a terrific year so far, a career year. At least he's on pace for it, that's for sure. 2nd and 6. It's going to be intercepted in the middle of the field to Luke Kuechly. The second play on our drive turns out we turned the ball over for an interception to Luke Kuechly. An amazing job by Luke Kuechly getting in front of Jimmy Graham, I believe is who I threw it to, and just intercepting it. It was just a tremendous play. So this reminded me of the Super Bowl play, that's for sure. But the only difference is Jimmy Graham was obviously on the tackling end to put him to the ground. So Panthers will have a huge drive ahead of them. They should really capitalize on this opportunity if they want to have a big early lead. They need to capitalize on getting the ball in great field position. They move to R25, a 2nd and 7. Newton drop back to pass. They're running the halfback screen. Jonathan Stewart is the one getting the ball. Jonathan Stewart, what are you doing? If he does not leap over the defender, he takes that for 6. Stewart is going to take it himself once more. He's going to run out to the right side. He is not going to pick up a touchdown, but he does get close to the first down marker. 3rd and 1. They're on our 4. Newton drops back to pass. Throwing to the right. Finding Kotchery. Kotchery cannot get into the end zone, but he does go to the 1 yard line. It's a new set of downs for a 1st and goal. Newton handing out to Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Stewart will run it into the end zone. That was not Jonathan Stewart. That was Todman, I believe. Yeah, Todman. Todman is the one running it in for the touchdown, and the Carolina Panthers have a quick 14-0 lead, as the Seahawks are just dumbfounded right now, trying to figure out something, and they are definitely not doing so well there either with a sack. 2nd and 21 on our own 21. Wilson drops back to pass. He's going to lob it to Doug Baldwin, and nothing is working on both sides of the football field. It's now a 3rd and 21. Wilson drops back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to throw it, lob it in the air. Can this be caught? It's almost intercepted again by Luke Kuechly, and Wilson is over 3 today with 1 interception. So Panthers coming out on the ensuing possession, handing off to Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Stewart will take it to the left side of the field. He will not pick up a first down, but he does get very close to it. A 2nd and 1 now on their own 43. They're going to throw the pitch to Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Stewart is taking this one down the field, moving to the 40. What is Chancellor doing? He can't make the tackle. Kind of trips over his feet, and it is a huge gain for Jonathan Stewart, the best gain of the day for their rushing attack. They are now on R9. Throwing to Olsen. Olsen is going to be stuffed at the 1. Can they get in, though? They are at the 1 yard line. 1st and goal. 2:35 remains in this first quarter. Who knows what's coming next? It's going to be a run to Todman. Todman cannot get in this time. He did so successfully the first time, but he can't get in this time. 2nd and goal now. Handing off to Stewart. Stewart can almost not get in. They are now a 3rd and goal on our 1. Will it be another run? Handing off to nobody. It's going to be a read option. Cam Newton cannot get into the end zone. A huge momentum builder for the Seahawks. It's only settled for 3. Handing out to Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch taking it to the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Our first play on this first drive, or at least the first play of this drive, turns into a touchdown, something we need for a huge momentum builder, as that was an amazing drive, if I must say. Our first points put on the board. The Seahawks do get a huge touchdown here. We look at this replay. It was just a great job by Marshawn Lynch and the line, especially creating the hole, and just Marshawn Lynch being elusive to get off defenders, or at least juke some defenders, and doing his famous jump into the end zone. Anyways, on their own 25, Carolina Panthers are coming out now, 3rd and 10, running the play action. Newton dropping back to pass. He's going to throw it over to his left. It's going to be intercepted by Richard Sherman. And what is Sherman doing? For some reason, every single time that I intercept the pass, it does some weird animation. It's not really an animation, but basically when you intercept the ball, if you hit like the left stick in a certain way, like I'm trying to go downwards, so basically I think you understand what I'm trying to say, but it just doesn't work out so well. Should have been an easy pick 6, but it does not result into that. But regardless, we do get the ball in their territory on, I believe, the 30. So we're going to have great field position. Actually, we're on their 22, a 1st and 10. Wilson drops back to pass. He's finding Luke Wilson over the middle for a touchdown. The Seahawks' last 2 possessions have ended with less than 20 seconds. They have scored 2 touchdowns with 2 plays. An amazing job. Maybe 3 plays, because I'm not sure if we did get a first down on our first play of this drive. But we do get another touchdown, and the Seahawks are right back into this one within only 50 seconds. This is an amazing game so far. It's going to be a fight to the end. A 2nd and 4. Newton is going to hand it off to Jonathan Stewart. He will not pick up a first down. He gets stuffed. But they will have a first down here on their own 40. Handing off to nobody. Chancellor trying to chase down Newton, and he will do so successfully. It is a loss of 10 yards on the play. It is now a 2nd and 20 with 10:45 remaining in the first half. And you can look here. Cam Chancellor running down Cam Newton. Cam to Cam. 3rd and 15 on their own 35. Throwing to the left to Cotchery. Cotchery is wide open. A huge mistake by the Seattle Seahawks secondary to give up a huge first down. It's a huge momentum builder for the Panthers. Throwing to the left side. It's going to be almost caught by Greg Olsen. It is going to be incomplete. Good job by Kerry Williams recovering and knocking the ball out. Something that he definitely needs to get his confidence back. This one's going to be fumbled, and it actually works in their favor because Boykin is the one coming up on the receiving end, picking up and getting extra yards to pick up the first down. They move to our 13 now. Newton hanging after Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Stewart's going to get it, try and get into the end zone. He won't do so successfully, but he is very close. A 2nd and 1. They're on our 4. Newton handing off to Todman, and Todman will take it into the end zone. And the Carolina Panthers will strike back with a touchdown of their own after the first couple of drives before that were not so effective, as this one was an easy drive for them. And they went down the field, had some huge plays, that's for sure. A 1st and 10 now. Wilson dropping back to pass. He sees Chris Matthews to the right side of the field. Chris Matthews has it to the 30, the 20, the 10. Can 20 catch up? No, he will not. And the Seahawks have had 3 possessions ending in less than 30 seconds. And all 3 have been touchdowns. 1 rushing touchdown and back-to-back passing touchdowns on back-to-back drives. It's been 3 straight drives for the Seahawks getting into the end zone. What an amazing day so far the Seahawks are having, at least in the bitter end, ever since the last 5 minutes, I'd say so, of the game. It has been absolutely and truly amazing, an amazing comeback so far. They are not in the lead yet, but they are getting very close to it. As once again, we were down 17 to nothing. So since then, we have outscored them 21-7. It's only going to get better from here, at least we can hope for. 4:44 remaining in this first half. Handing it to Marshawn Lynch. This time it's not going to end in a touchdown. Start off with a touchdown, but we do get a good amount of yardage. Once again, Lynch is going to have it, and he's going to pick up another good gain. I believe that's 7 yards. We move to their 44 now. 1st and 10, play action. Wilson dropping back to pass, lobbing it to Jermaine Kearse. Jermaine Kearse sees a bunch of open field. He's going to take it into the end zone. The Seahawks have taken the lead. They have striked back with a touchdown of their own, 2 unanswered touchdowns. Once again, then the Seahawks are absolutely dominating after a crucial and terrible beginning to the first quarter that they had. They were absolutely terrible, could not get anything done on defense or offense, and all of a sudden they're looking like a different team. in this second quarter, or ever since the 52nd mark in the first quarter. So, throwing to the right side to Jericho Cotry. I believe his name is Jericho. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Big deal. Anyway, 2nd and 8 on their own 36. Newton drop back to pass, throwing to the right, finding Cotry once more again, and he will pick up another first down. Newton is having a pretty decent game, minus the minor blemish of the interception. This one is almost intercepted by Cam. It could have been the Cam to Cam again, like the NFC divisional game of last year when Cam intercepted Cam for 6. Now, this is just terrible defense by me. I'm just trying to hit stick everybody, and that's a huge issue for me that I got to work on when it comes to tackling. But regardless, they move to a 1st and 10 now. They move to our 46. It's thrown to Boykin, and Boykin will pick up a first down. They would settle for 3. That would do it for the first half. The Seahawks ended on a high note, a 16.2 average yards per play. What an amazing day so far for the Seahawks, at least to end it. And it's a huge offensive game, that's for sure. It's 27-28. The first play of the second half is thrown to Jermaine Kearse, just barely getting a reception there. 165 yards, 6 out of 10 passing for Russell Wilson today. Handing out to Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch is going to take it to their 43. And the Seahawks are driving once more. 3rd and 6. We're on their 39. Wilson drops back to pass. He's going to find Jimmy Graham right over the middle. A huge target all season long. 300 total yards in this game so far. 1st and 10. Wilson drops back to pass. It was thrown to Lockett, but Jimmy Graham jumped right in front of it and took it himself. We move to a 2nd and goal now. We're on their 4. Kearse, the man in motion. Wilson drops back to pass. He is going to roll out to his right a little bit. He sees Jimmy Graham wide open. It took me quite a bit of time to get it to Jimmy Graham, but it is going to be a touchdown for the Seahawks and another touchdown reception for Jimmy Graham. He is having a career season, that's for sure. 40 receptions so far in the season. We are only 5-0, so this is the 6th game. It's been an amazing season so far for the Seahawks offense, and it's being shown here today. But the defense, can they hold their own? As they have not been the high note of the season so far. We've given up a lot of huge plays. This right here, me giving up a reception to Greg Olsen. They would get a first down on their own 34 now. Play action, Newton dropping back to pass. He's going to find Kelvin Benjamin. It's very sad that he tore his ACL just recently. Best of wishes to him. 3rd and 7. They're on our 44 now. Newton drops back to pass. He's going to get absolutely blasted by Cassius Marsh. To his left side, Kelvin Benjamin and Kerry Williams getting into it. But it is going to be a 4th and 7. The frustration is definitely brewing for the Panthers as they were in such a huge lead, and it's all but just vanished. Throwing to the left side to Jimmy Graham. Can he get it? It's an amazing catch, but it is going to be out of bounds because he could not get any feet down. So now on our own 24, Wilson drops back to pass. The very next play is going to be a sack. So our last 2 plays haven't been successful like the previous, 5-7 plays that have resulted in 4 touchdowns. 3rd and 21 now on our own 14. Wilson running the play action. He's going to roll to his left, roll to his right. He's not going to find anybody except the ground, as Johnson would be the one picking up the sack. On their own 46 now, handing off to Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Stewart is going to take it to the right side, not going to pick up anything, or he is going to pick up something. It's going to be 4-yard gain. 3rd and 3 now. They're on our 46. 1:35 remains in this third quarter. It's going to be handed off to Jonathan Stewart, who cannot get anything. It'll be our ball now. 2nd and 4 on our own 26. Wilson finds Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham is going to have a bunch of field ahead of him. He's going to get off one defender. Can he get past one more? No, he cannot. It was very close to being another huge play, huge touchdown especially. But regardless, we still got a bunch of yardage. That would do it for the third quarter. As you can see, the Seahawks have stormed back. Ever since they were up 17-0, we have outscored them 35-10. It is now a 2nd and goal. Wilson's going to take it himself, make that 42-10 ever since the 17-0 deficit. And the Seahawks are just rolling in this one. Another touchdown, another huge play. 11:49 remains in this game. The Panthers are going to have to get something going quick, but they have plenty of time to do it. If they want to get 2 touchdowns and in 1 2-point conversion, it's definitely doable. As 11:40 remains in this game, Stewart is going to get the rush there. He is going to pick up 7 or around there. 3rd and 3 now on their own 31. Newton drops back to pass. He's looking around. He has plenty of time to throw the ball off. He does finally find somebody. That is Kelvin Benjamin making the reception right in front of KJ Wright. 1st and 10 now. They're on our 35. Boykin, the man in motion. Newton drops back to pass. He's going to throw it to the left to Boykin is the one that is going to get a reception there on that one. It's a 2nd and 3 now. They're on our 28. 8:48 remains in the fourth quarter. Boykin again, the man in motion. And I keep wanting to say Wilson. Newton is going to find Boykin once more. 2nd and 9 now. They're on our 18. Newton is going to hand it off to Todman. Todman is not going to... he is going to pick up the first down. It is now a 2nd and 20. They would be able to score a field goal, but that was it. So it is now 42-30, 2nd and 20, a huge first down that will give us plenty of time, it will give us a great opportunity to burn some time. We do get sacked here, so we'd have to punt the ball away. It wasn't the greatest of drives, but we did burn about 2 to 3 minutes off of the scoreboard. 2nd and 5, off the clock. It's thrown to the right side. Richard Sherman's going to intercept it for his 2nd interception of the day. Richard Sherman jumping the route once again. Should have been another pick 6, but I can't complain. We get the ball back. We are on their 40-yard line as we look at this interception by Richard Sherman, just jumping the route right in front of Kelvin Benjamin. What an amazing job by Richard Sherman to go right in front of that pass and intercept it. Once more, I messed up as soon as I intercepted it. You guys probably understand what I'm talking about. 4th and 4 now. We're on their 34. We're going to go for it. We're trying. Can Lynch get past number 20? He will do so successfully. And we move to their 12 now, a 3rd and 5. It's going to be a read option. Wilson is going to take it himself. We're not going to get any yardage on that one. 4th and in now. 4th and 9, we're on their 16. Wilson drops back the pass. He's going to lob it in the air to Chris Matthews. He can't hold on to the reception. I probably should have just kicked a field goal to make it a 2-possession game and obviously a 2-point conversion. But this one is thrown up to the right. An amazing job by Kerry Williams, able to knock the ball out of Boykin's hands. It would have been a huge play for Carolina, especially just the amount of how high Boykin leaped. A 2nd and 10 now. Greg Olsen is going to get the reception on that one. It's a 2nd and 10 once more on their own 39. Newton drops back to pass. He's going to throw to his right, and he's going to find Dixon. Dixon will get the first down. Rolling around, that's for sure. It's a 2nd and 10 now. They're on our 48. Time is running out for the Panthers if they want to have a comeback. Throwing to the right side, finding Kelvin Benjamin. Kelvin Benjamin is taking Sherman for about 5 yards, I want to say. Anyways, this one's thrown to Ted Ginn Jr. It looks like it's all but over. They still have 5 seconds. One last play right here. They're on our 19. Newton drops back to pass. He has plenty of time. Throwing to Greg Olsen. It's nothing that will help them win this game. The Seahawks will walk out of here, out of their home stadium, beating the Carolina Panthers. A huge victory as we will get ready for next week, going up against the San Francisco 49ers in prime time. And this game was obviously a huge game for the Seahawks. It continues their winning streak. They are now a perfect 6-0, and the Seahawks are rolling. It's been an amazing season so far. We'd like to fix some defensive things. As you can see, we gave up 30 points, but we had an amazing end to the game. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave me a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.